Hello, you are welcome. Today we are discussing our menstrual cycle. Right, before we go any further, let's look at these definitions and the hormones. We're talking about menarche. So, menarche, this is the onset of a female first menstrual cycle. That is menarche. Saying menopause, this is the end of the menstrual bleeding in human females. You have follicle stimulating hormone. So follicle stimulating hormone, this is a hormone that is responsible for stimulating thicker cells of the ovarian follicle to produce estrogen. And we have luteinizing hormone. So luteinizing hormone is a hormone that stimulates the corpus luteum to produce progesterone. And we have estrogen. Estrogen, this is a group of hormones responsible for development and regulation of the female reproductive system and the secondary sex characteristics. Then we have progesterone. So in progesterone, these are produced by the corpus luteum. It is concerned with the preparation of the uterus for pregnancy and breast for lactation. Okay, so here is the anatomy of the female reproductive system. Okay, female reproductive system, have the fembrule there, of the ovary. Okay, fembrule, the ovary here, and the fallopian tube. Okay, so the uterine cavity. Okay, even this side of the ovary, the fallopian tube. Okay, and here we have the cervical canal, and also the vagina with the rugae, and the endometrium inside. All right. These are monthly things of changes a woman goes through in preparation for the possibility of pregnancy. That's a menstrual cycle. Okay, so there are phases of menstrual cycle. Okay, so the following are the phases of menstrual cycle. Okay, so the first one is the menstrual phase. Okay, so this phase lasts from first day there to 3 to 4 days. Okay, so from day 1 to day 4. It may vary due to circumstances. In this phase, the inner lining of the uterus sheds, which causes blood vessels to rupture. So this causes vaginal bleeding called menstruation. The second phase is a follicular phase. It also begins on the first day of menstruation, but it lasts up to 13th day of menstrual cycle. The pituitary gland secretes a hormone that stimulates the egg cells in the ovaries to grow. One of the eggs begins to mature in a sac-like structure called follicle. It takes 13 days for an egg to reach maturity. While the egg matures, its follicles secrete a hormone that stimulates the uterus to develop a lining of blood vessels and the soft tissue called endometrium. Okay, so that's the second phase. So we start with the menstrual phase. The number two, follicular phase. Okay, so the third phase, the ovulatory phase. So when the follicle is mature, the pituitary gland secretes the hormone called luteinizing hormone. It stimulates the follicle to rupture, release the egg. Okay. The release of the egg is called ovulation. The egg moves along the oviduct. During this time, the egg moves along the oviduct and during this time and may be fertilized by the sperm. Okay, so during this time, the egg may be fertilized by the sperm. If not fertilized, it starts disintegrating. Okay. The fourth phase is the luteal phase. So now the luteal phase, after ovulation, cells in the ovary release progesterone and a small amount of estrogen. This causes the lining of the uterus to thicken in preparation for. Seco. And okay,